Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be taking a look at a new pair of sunglasses that I recently picked up from Oakley. Now, full disclosure, I did not intend on picking this particular style of glasses up just because it didn't really attract my attention when I originally saw them online. And I really did not intend to pick up this particular color. But I was at my local Oakley store and I saw them and I said, you know what, let me try them on just to see how they look. And they looked fine. I kind of liked them. A little bit heavier than I expected them to be, just from looking at them at first glance. And then I saw this color and I tried it on and I really liked the way that it looked on me. But I was a little apprehensive because it's not a typical color that I would normally pick up. But I decided to go ahead and pick it up to add it to the collection because it adds a little bit more color to my collection. So without further ado, as obviously you already saw the title, but this is the Oakley Actuator. But this particular one is in the translucent lilac, and I believe that's what trans stands for, translucent lilac, and that's the frame color. And then the lenses are Prism Road. So I don't have a lot of Prism Road lenses, so that was obviously something else that I was pretty excited to pick up in this particular combination. Now, Prism Road has a light transmission of 20%, and what that means is that it lets in about 20% of light. So these are sunglasses that are better suited for medium light, but it does increase the contrast, so things are going to look brighter when you look through them. Now, you are going to be able to see your eyes a little bit, and I know that I get that question from time to time, can you see my eyes through this color lens and stuff like that? You probably will see them through this, but you'll see when I try the glasses on what that looks like. Now, the base color of this lens is rose, so things are going to look a little rosy when you look through the lenses, but it's going to be an increased contrast, which is pretty nice. So again, I decided to go with this particular color because I don't have anything in that color. So let's go ahead and open up the box here. Now, I did not expect them to come in the with this case, with the hard case here, but I figured once I started reading up on them and stuff like that, this is more. I would consider them more of a sports specific. I would say sports specific lifestyle pair. And I know that sounds kind of interesting because those are actually two different spectrums. Sports specific are glasses that you wear specifically for sports. Lifestyle are glasses that you would wear, more for kind of hanging out and stuff like that. But I would consider these sports-specific lifestyle glasses. Now let me go ahead and open up the hard case here, and inside you have the glasses. They're in your standard black microfiber bag, and we'll go ahead and take them out, and here they are. So I'll take the plastic off of here, and taking a look at them, obviously this translucent lilac frame is very interesting. It's basically like a light purple, which lilac, that's usually what lilac is. That's what the color is. But the Prism Road lenses, I think, match them really, really nice. I think if they would have gone with something like violet or something like that, it would have just taken away too much from the lenses, from the frames themselves. So I like the fact that they went with Prism Road. But also, it's interesting that they did go with Prism Road because the main design of these glasses are for the casual runner. So Oakley says that these were developed with the casual runner in mind. So this is for somebody that goes out running and basically they don't want to just have your typical shield lenses or two lens, very sporty looking frame, and that's why I say this is a sports specific lifestyle frame, because this is a frame that you could wear while you're out and running. But if maybe you stop and get something to eat or something to drink, or you stop and go to the mall or something like that in your run, you can have these on and you're not going to look so sporty with your sports glasses on. So I thought that was really, really interesting. So let me go ahead and open up the stems here, and I'll go ahead and take off the little sticker here, wipe any residual fingerprints off of there, and there we go. So again, underneath these lights here, I know the contrast is a little bit difficult to see, but you will see it later on in the video when I go ahead and put them on. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sides here. It's interesting that on the stems right here, with the icon, it is an elliptical icon, but it's actually kind of molded into the frame itself. So it's not like your other style of Oakley glasses that has the icon kind of like an adhesive, so stuck on the frame or something like that. This is actually molded in there. And then they actually decided not to fill in the mold, so basically the hole that's there. They decided not to fill it in and leave it just the same color as the frame. So that was an interesting design option. So because these are designed for running and stuff like that, you do have unobtainium, and it kind of goes through the middle of the stem right here all the way to the back. It actually goes around the stem all the way through there. So you're going to get really awesome grip on these as you're going out and running and stuff like that. As you know, unobtainium, as far as the material goes, it actually bonds more to your skin when you sweat, so you're not going to have to worry about these kind of falling or slipping or anything like that. Taking a look at the front here, they are very round. You do have a little bit of a wrap to them, which is nice, but not so much where it's going into that sport specific area. So the wrap is enough to give you good coverage. Obviously, while you're running, you're going to be worried about the light kind of coming from the bottom, you know, bouncing from the road, or coming straight on from the top. So this is going to give you good protection as far as the light and glare and stuff like that. And then again, they are going to be very comfortable because you do have that O-matter material on the frame, which is going to be nice and lightweight, but very durable as well. Now, besides the O-matter on the frame, you also have what they're calling an adjustable wire core temples. So on the inside here is going to be wire. So when this does heat up, you can actually bend it just a little bit to give you a little bit better fit if they're a little wide or a little loose or something like that. So that is pretty interesting. Now, taking a look at the inside here, you do have your unobtainium nose piece. And what Oakley is calling this is, or the nose pad, they're calling it an anti-bobbing bridge design. And what that means is that when you run, the way that this nose pad was designed is, besides the unobtainium, this portion at the top here is actually loose from the frame. It's not attached to the frame like the bottom part here is, and that's going to aid in the glasses staying in place and not bobbing up and down as you're running. So that is really interesting. Obviously, you know, they put a lot of thought process into these glasses and what they were expected to be used for, which is really awesome. So on the inside here, you do have a little plaque that just says USA Assembled. And then on the other side here, you have another little plaque, and it's got, oh, sorry, I was blocking it. You got another plaque. Let's see if my camera will focus down there. It actually says the name Actuator. I don't think the camera is focusing. Yeah, there we go. Actuator right there, which is really awesome. Now, one little Easter egg that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys, I haven't seen a lot of people mention this, is because these are designed for runners and stuff like that. I mentioned that you do have that wire core template going through the stems here, but if you look at the tip right here, they actually incorporated, on this side is a little tortoise. So I don't know if you guys can make it out. It's like the head of a tortoise. And then on this side is a hare. So a little rabbit. So the head of a rabbit and the head of a tortoise. So again, going back to that fable with the tortoise and the hare, if you guys are familiar with that, I thought that was a really awesome little Easter egg that they included. Now, part of the reason that I went with this frame also is because you're able to see that very clearly, because obviously the color lends itself to be able to see that. So let me go ahead and turn the camera on. I will put these on so you guys can see what they look like on me. Alright guys, so let me go ahead and put these on so you guys can see what they look like. Again, this is the Actuator model in the translucent lilac frame with the Prism Road lenses. So hopefully you're able to see that translucent lilac color of the frame a little bit better. It's like a very faint kind of purple color. Obviously, if you guys know lilac, that's exactly what it is. It's just like a light purple color. And as I mentioned, this is not a color that I have in my collection already, both in the frame, and if I have maybe one other Prism Road, that's pretty much it. So I really like this combination. Again, the Prism Road lenses are going to be, they're going to allow 20% of light transmission through them. So they make everything look brighter because they're letting a little bit more light. Perfect for medium light scenarios. So again, overcast days, if the sun is going down or something like that, this is going to be a perfect pair for that. Now, you can wear them on sunny days. I've worn them while driving and things like that, and they perform fine. It's just obviously if you had a darker lens, they would let in a little bit less light, so it'll be a little bit more comfortable. But as far as looks go, I think this pair looks really awesome. Again, I was a little bit worried about the color, but I think they look really nice on me. I've gotten some compliments from some of my friends when they've seen me with them, and they say that they look really nice. They're very comfortable because of that O-matter frame, but also the wire inside of the frame allows you to kind of bend it out. So if you find that it's a little too tight, you can go ahead and bend it out. If it's too loose, you can warm it up and bend them in a little bit. And again, it's just enough to give you a little bit of a micro adjustment to when you wear it. So as you see, they are pretty tall, so they are doing a good job of covering any sun coming up from the top, any glare, anything like that. The same thing coming down from the bottom. Not a lot of wrap, so you do have a little bit of gap right in here. But again, the main design of these was to wear while you're running and stuff like that, so you're going to be looking straight ahead. You're not going to have to worry about too much stuff coming from the sides. But as I mentioned, this is, in my opinion, more of a sport-specific lifestyle frame. So at first glance, when you were to see these on me, you wouldn't think that these would be sport-specific, but they do have those added features, the unobtainium on the ears and on the nose, the anti-bobbing nose piece. So those features that'll kind of help you if you wanted to go ahead and wear them while you're out exercising, jogging, running, and things like that. So as always, I like to throw these on top of my head so you guys can see what that looks like. So there it is. Very, very comfortable. I don't have to worry about them stretching or anything like that. And then when I'm done and I need to put them back on, I just bring them back down and they are good to go. So these are available in a couple of different colors. So if you maybe, you're not a fan of the translucent lilac here, it is available in some other colors. So you can, find something that maybe suits your personality a little bit better. I wanted something bright, something vibrant, something different than what I already have. And obviously the actuator in this color definitely fits that bill. So I do really, really like the little Easter egg of the tortoise and the hare on the side there. It's just like a conversation piece. I could show it to my friends and say, hey, check out what I have on my glasses and stuff like that. And everybody gets a laugh and out of it. And, they really enjoy it. So there it is. That was just a look at the new model from Oakley, which is the Actuator. This particular one in the translucent lilac color frame with the Prism Road lenses. Again, it's available in a couple other colors. I'll leave a link below to Oakley's site if you guys are interested in picking one up. But there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.